I'm not dead. Coffins for the living. Why wait to be dead to live in comfort?
Forget it. I might occasionally kill out of anger or to illustrate a point, but I am not a Grim Reaper. Oh! I'll reap already!
Greetings. I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. So, my fine viewers, you made it this far, straight into October, and have 30 days left before Halloween. For a real good Halloween party, you need a few special ingredients, a few witches, a few villains, a few treats, a few tricks, and oh yes, a few scares. Oh, I'm sorry, am I scaring you guys? Sorry about that. Why don't we kick things off with Raw Deal, the 42nd episode of Season 1 of The Loud House. I cannot believe we're back in October again, and it's Lucy Loud month. Well, then again, there are a few Lucy Loud episodes, and there are a couple episodes I want to do around this month that kind of have a spooky Halloween theme to it. And as for this episode, I'll save that for another time next year in summertime. Let's start this episode and find out why Lincoln is fearing the Reaper. Today's Loud House Critic episode was requested by David Fiore, Isaac Hutnall, Tracy William Hodges, and Danny. So we got a good opening with a family trip, and this is where the element strikes.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not yet, kiddo. A few more hours.
Oh, okay. Are we there yet?
Don't make me turn this formation around.
Today, we're going to Grand Venture State Park, and it's gonna be awesome! We're gonna hike and fish and check out the caves.
Those are my favorite things when I like to go camping.
And I can't wait to see Pop Pop.
What the hell are you talking about?
The guidebook said there was an old geyser in the park.
It's not a geyser, you bonehead!
Geyser, not geezer. See, here it is.
I hope we get to see it blow. That would be rockin'.
I wouldn't hold my breath. It's been inactive for years.
In all my life, I've never seen a real geyser erupt in front of my own eyes. Even if I did see one, I would actually be video recording it and posting it on YouTube. For some of those who don't know what a geyser really is, there's actually a link in the description below if you want to know about it.
So it is like Pop Pop. Now are we there yet?
So help me, I will stop this car right now if you don't quit it this instant.
Well, Hops is asking, not me.
Same thing, you were just asking. It's the same as having somebody pretending there's an actual person living inside their finger.
Oh, Mr. Bimbo lives in my finger. He's very smart. He's been to the moon. Thank you. Twice.
I smell genius!
This seatbelt is wrinkling my dress.
Why don't you guys play some car games?
How about football? I'll be the QB. Hike.
Okay, seriously, what the fuck is up with Lynn? She almost got this family into a big accident. They all would have been dead already. Here's a lesson that Lynn should actually get. Use common sense. Simple as that. I swear, even Bane wasn't even that smart enough to beat Batman a second time.
How about something a little less dangerous?
I have a new deck of fortune-telling cards. I could give everybody readings.
Oh, yeah! Over here, Lucy!
It's Madam Lucy.
Madam Lucy. Ooh, mystical.
Lori, you will go on a long trip.
Ooh, maybe Bobby's taking me to Italy. He is working at that pizza place.
Yeah, I'm citing a doubt about that. But then again, I did see Bobby working as a pizza boy in The Price of Admission and Brawl in the Family.
Lola, the universe will open doors for you.
Tell me something I don't know.
Do you want the short list or the long?
Whatever.
Luann, you will soon be blown away.
How fortunate!
Good one.
Ow!
I know you just didn't hit somebody with a football. Please tell me you didn't. But Lisa, as usual, cites a doubt about these predictions.
Poppycock.
Poppycock!
Poppycock! Poppycock!
Poppycock! Poppycock!
Poppycock. Poppycock.
Poppycock!
Could these predictions be any more non-specific? Lisa, you will make an amazing scientific discovery before entering the park today.
Does that sound good to you?
Specific? Yes. Plausible? No. As a woman of science, I cannot take any of this seriously.
What don't you take seriously?
Well, the cards don't lie.
Oh, and trust me, prepare yourself with that line, because let me tell you, it gets old pretty fast.
Last but not least, Lincoln.
What does it say?
So, who wants to play football?
I would love you if you never do that smile again.
Lucy, come on, tell me.
Fine. Your day at the park will end in tragedy.
Oh, a radio station of music stings. Neato burrito.
Well, that's a nice way to bash on your main character, telling them that they're gonna die in their future. Then again, Lucy didn't want to say so. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. I'm sorry.
Okay, kids. 10 minutes for bathroom and snacks. If you miss the cutoff, I can't promise I'll still be here.
You dick!
Aren't you coming?
Nope, I'm staying right here.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you're not worried about Lucy's silly predictions, are you?
Pussy. You never know what might hit you.
That was literally embarrassing.
Wow, Lori, that's real slick of you. Okay, I'm sorry. But you have to admit, that's really funny.
It was also literally your fortune. You will go on a long trip.
So I'm not going to Italy?
Relax, Lincoln. It's just a coincidence.
You don't know that for sure, Lisa. Especially when you think that something looks fucking scary.
In drawing, you can get away with leaving certain things out, like upper lips per se. They would look like wrinkles if you put them in a drawing. But in real life, it looks fucking scary.
Let me know if you get tired, Dad.
Good one, honey. That's why you're my heir. Oh, sorry, sweetie. Your dad's just an airhead.
Well, that's a really good joke. Want to hear something else that really blows? Never mind. Forget I said all that. Someone may not get that. Anyway.
Fortune number 2. You will soon be blown away. More like coincidence number 2. We will see.
Oh, we shall see.
I sense that God is actually working in mysterious ways about this happening. I mean, he saved Jonah from drowning by being swallowed from a big fish. He saved Daniel and the lions. He started the flood for Noah.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Universe. The universe just opened doors for me!
All right, then. Maybe he'll let you be his wife in 15 years flat. And that Mr. Universe looks so queer. Something about the hair and something about him having eyelashes. Oh my God. And by the way, that name Mr. Universe kind of reminds me of an episode from Tiny Toons when it was a musical episode and when Plucky Duck was actually being a wrestler and a boxer and he had to face this one guy named Universe, man. I don't remember what it was, but I do remember actually seeing it. And that would have been prediction number 3. Oh,
Lisa?
Pure happenstance.
Oh, shows how much you know. By the way, inside the gas station.
Back on the line, sister!
Who the fuck are you two, the Grady twins? Come play with us, Lynn.
I can't wait this long! Don't gotta go.
Well, go do it outside somewhere. That's what I do when a line's taken up like this and... Oh, wait a minute. You're a girl. Never mind.
OMG, these boots are totes adorbs.
I found $1 in the toilet!
Jesus. Was that even really necessary of you, Lana, to go digging through the toilet and waiting the whole line up for everybody waiting in line?
Just like I predicted. Lynn, your patience will be tested. Lenny, you will fall in love. Lana, you will become filthy rich. What can I say? The cards don't lie.
I dare anybody out there to guess how many times does she actually say this line in this episode.
Excuse me? Where are your first aid kits?
Hey, look at this. This guy is from Saskatchewan. I wonder what they have up there. Look at this.
What am I? Who's teaser? Where are you from? Saskatchewan.
Huh? What's so funny?
But anyway, Lisa's still doubting Lucy's predictions.
Oh, Lincoln, please. That is a coincidence. That's hyperbole. And that's gross exaggeration.
By the way, the line full of people, you see that one teenage girl with the brown hair that has the sunglasses, that got black boots and got goldenrod dress and has the double Ds? You might want to remember her throughout season 1. Because let me just say, we don't see her again in season 2, 3, or 4. But I'll talk about her some other time. Right now, Luna actually gets 2 bags of chips, luckily, which would make this prediction... Which one is this one? Lori, Luann, Lola... 7. Prediction number 7.
You will be rewarded double.
Stop sniveling.
Stop, seriously. You're embarrassing yourself.
I'm just being sensible.
I can't hear you.
I'm just being sensible. Lucy said my day would end in tragedy, and all her other predictions have come true.
But not Lisa's. But I promise you, it's gonna happen. And they arrive at the park.
Move it! Move it! Move it! Come on! Let's move it, you ladies!
Lincoln, why are you pushing us? Yeah, what's the rush? We are literally the only people here.
This is quaint.
Gigi. If we can get in the park before Lisa makes any discoveries, that means Lucy's predictions are bogus and I'm home free. Yes! We made it! Science 1, medieval hocus pocus, 0.
I wouldn't be too sure about that, Slick. You got 8 sisters in here, and Lisa and Lily aren't even in there yet.
Lisa, hurry up, get in here!
Sorry, I had to finish that chapter.
And you couldn't fast read it in 3 seconds like you did in Making the Grade? But that episode comes later.
Sweet mother of scientific discoveries! It's an owl with deer antlers!
Because obviously, quite obviously, I'm odd.
An owl with deer antlers.
That's new.
That's what I call sick breeding. I've seen some weirder breedings with a camel and a llama, a chameleon and a lizard, and of course...
Hey!
Yeah?
What the hell is this?
I don't even know how the fuck that was even possible.
Lucy, I concede that your psychic predictions are uncannily accurate. And now, I'm off to show this fascinating creature to the park ranger. See you later, Lincoln!
No, that was a nice gesture.
Well, maybe not.
Now, why would you say something like that?
You SOB!
Yes! I can get the music station on my phone!
Oh, don't you worry about that. There's plenty more of that batshit craziness gonna happen. And let me tell you, it really stabs me in the gonads.
All right, gang. First stop is the Grand Stalactite Caverns.
Ooh, if it's dark, I'm in.
Ooh, if it's dark, I'm out.
I just happen to be the guy who actually likes caverns. Because to me, when I walk inside one, it feels like I'm being in a horror movie. Then, of course, Lincoln is actually scared out of his wits.
Lincoln, you've been looking for forward to this trip for months. Don't you want to check out the caverns?
And get impaled by a stalactite?
Are you really gonna let a silly prediction ruin your fun?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna stay right here, where it's nice and safe.
She is so ashamed to be a mom. Wait a minute. I wonder what hers, Lynn Sr.'s, and Lily's prediction was. Do you realize that Lucy never actually read their fortunes? And if that was even the case, why didn't Lucy actually tell them their fortune or their prediction if they were going to get good or bad luck? That just doesn't make sense at all, why the others are getting so much all the good stuff and why Lincoln is getting death row.
Killer bats! Oh, they're just butterflies.
Nah, you think? And you know, something like that kind of reminds me a bit of this.
Die, devil bird!
I'm okay.
Oh, they're just butterflies. Who are probably fleeing from killer bats!
And when he says something like that, it reminds me of something from Fantasia 2000 with those butterflies and those dark bat-looking butterflies. Now then, the family's actually at the lake, and Lincoln is too scared to go into the water, just as much as I've seen this in the actual game called Psychronauts.
Come on in, Lincoln! We got the whole lake to ourselves! Yeah, right. So I can get eaten by a piranha, or zapped by an eel, or attacked by a swamp creature?
Huh? That thing is creepy.
Presenting Grand Vista Gorge, the most beautiful view north of the Rio Grande.
What a fantastic view!
Beautiful? Don't you mean gorge us?
Have any of you seen your brother?
You know, as much as I want to say Bob's your uncle, Lincoln's actually taking his sweet time while the actual family is actually enjoying the view. I mean, just watch this.
Oh, are those fire ants? That could be quicksand. Yikes, I'm pretty sure that's poison ivy.
Ding dong! Ding dong!
You're acting weird.
Lincoln! Get your butt up here! Shh! You want to cause an avalanche? What?
You know, if Lincoln actually being so much quiet and being paranoid about going up the gorge, and Lynn actually being a dumbass and shouting, and he almost thought there was going to be an avalanche cause, you know, that kind of reminds me a bit of a Looney Tunes cartoon with Daffy and Bugs, and when Daffy kept asking Bugs, is it okay to talk yet? And when he speaks loud, he caused an avalanche, and then he says, thanks a lot. And the next thing the family is actually doing before Lincoln gets a paranoid attack is they're all going fishing, and I don't even want to know what the hell is Lenny even fishing in the bushes.
Hey, little dudette, hook me up with another worm.
Sorry, all out.
Sweet Jesus, Lana, you're really gonna get a stomach ache like you didn't read her rights. It's like she never learns anything new.
Lincoln, you should join us.
Yeah, right. And get swept down the river, or contract a deadly parasite, or slip on a rock, bang my head, get amnesia, and wind up in Tijuana? I don't think so.
What's the matter? You scared?
I don't talk to big fat liars whose lies we're all so...
Right.
Like I said before, this joke gets old fast and it gets really stupidly written about Lincoln thinking he's going to die. And the truth, the fact of Lincoln was actually pointing out, there are some actual rivers around in Seattle, Washington, and San Francisco, California, where there are technically some rivers that do have a strong current among them, especially when you start going swimming, when you go down the hill really fast, because there's an actual part of the actual river that will suck you down. Once you get sucked down, you actually stay down, and many people have drowned every year when they go swimming in that river and don't even realize the risk of it. Don't believe me? Go on YouTube and actually check out a video about the dangerous waters in the world. But anyways.
Ugh, I wish I hadn't filled up on worms.
I rest my case.
Lincoln, you sure you won't join us?
Yeah, right. And attract bears with the smell of the burgers? I don't think so.
If you're actually lucky to see Yogi the Bear around.
I think bears also like the potato salad in that basket.
Hey, white-haired boy, got something good in that picnic basket for me? I won't eat you. I'll take your family for dessert, and even spare the little baby.
Funny how I can speak English, yet apparently I never had a name. My mother used to call me Jonathan before she was eaten by Yogi the Bear.
And now Lincoln becomes stupidly paranoid even more about all this. It's like the inside of his mind is being taken over by fear. were naked and there was a dog, but the back half was chasing him and it was a big one.
You idiot!
Now, as much as the family's almost done with the state park adventure, they go to Lisa's press conference of her new discovery.
Members of the press, I have made a discovery that will forever alter our understanding of the animal kingdom. I give you the dowel, or Laudicus Lisa if you prefer.
Please, will you stop screaming?
The dowel? Sounds weird, but hell, it's a better name than what Elliot called himself in open season.
As you can see, the antlers of the dowel are...
What the fuck?
Made in China?
Excuse me, I just remembered I left the iron on in the ranger station. Forest fires are no joke.
I swear, where have I actually heard that kind of quote before?
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
And I could possibly swear that that ranger kind of looks like the exact ranger from Yogi the Bear. But as much as I can prefer to do as BS about that owl actually having antlers made in China, the actual ranger confesses.
Okay, I concocted the whole thing. I bought the antlers at a yard sale and glued them on the owl.
I think this is a fucking game.
No, it's just that ever since the geyser stopped erupting, no one comes to the park anymore. I thought a little publicity would bring people back.
Not a very bright ranger, and definitely not one of the much former thinkers. I call that badly advertising.
My apologies to you all. Obviously, the dowel is a fake.
A fake? So Lucy's prediction for you wasn't true.
You don't say.
Which means mine wasn't true either.
Second logical conclusion.
You don't have to rub it in.
I ruined my whole day for no reason.
Thrice a logical conclusion.
So now the whole entire Loud family is actually packing up and getting ready to leave while Lincoln actually learns a lesson.
Well, I guess there's a lesson here. You can't live your life in fear, or you'll miss out on it. And that would be a tragedy.
That doesn't sound good. Okay, the ground's shaking. Are we worried? Are we worried?
It's the geyser! Whoa.
That is beautiful, seeing the geyser erupt on the sunset. But somehow this being part of a saving grace is kind of a hit and kind of a miss, but I'll talk about that real soon.
He really is leaving me behind. Sheesh, I always thought that was an empty threat. Guys, wait!
No, it's kind of a damn prediction what Charlie Brown gets every day of his freaking life.
From here on, it's pretty rough country. Hey! Hey! Don't forget me! Come back! Come back!
Fuck me! Fuck!
Guys, you won't believe what happened. I just saw the geyser go off.
Oh, Lincoln, you told me Pop wasn't going to be here.
Oh God, Lanny, for the 50th time, it's... Nah, screw that. She's gonna figure out something different in the 5th season on her own.
This turned out to be the best day ever.
Not. Kind of the worst trip I'd call that, as bad as seeing an awful movie in theaters when really you could have actually gone and seen Finding Nemo. Now we're actually getting ready to hack things off to the ending, and this is probably one of my favorite moments of all time in this episode that only had me laughing one time.
Well, Lucy, I guess you'll be throwing out those silly cards now that you've been completely discredited. Wrong. I can prove fortune telling is real with one last prediction.
Ha ha, boy, get ready for something special, folks.
The end is near.
Wait a minute, I'm the leader. I'll say when it's the end.
Oh, please, give me a... Told ya, the cards don't lie.
I hate you.
And that was Raw Deal. Does it deserve death? Okay, so we've actually seen this kind of plot here before. Characters hear a prediction or a story about something happening to them, and it ruins their day by being afraid of it. And with that being said, it really works here. The Loud House often uses very predictable plot lines, but it never takes it too much away from the show. I almost always really enjoy it. But somewhat the joke doesn't work in this episode too well. And the only thing they keep repeating is that Lincoln is scared that he's going to die. Because to be honest, I really don't see that as comedy. and it possibly wasn't even funny to begin with. Kind of gave me goosebumps for the first time. And another thing about that, nobody seems to care about Lincoln in this episode. Even the sisters didn't give a shit about Lincoln right there when their fortunes came true in this episode. They were constantly telling Lincoln that it was just a stupid fortune, get over it. It almost made me hate this episode, but not as hateable as No Such Luck. But then again, Lisa kinda cares for Lincoln in this episode. I'll see you later, Lincoln. Maybe not. That was a little bit dark, but then again, it's Lisa. She barely shows any human emotions. And it's not Lucy's entire fault throughout this episode. Even if she was actually aware of the situation that she was about Lincoln's fortune, she actually does nothing about it. Because all she did was rub in the actual facts that the cards never lie. So she was with the sisters on this one, but there was one saving grace about the episode where Lincoln actually saw the geyser at the end of the day. But then again, some people find that bullshit. Okay, let me elaborate on something about that. What I mean is that if you went to go see a really bad movie, you hated the movie, but you say it was the best movie ever because you enjoyed the fucking previews. And please, I beg you, do not see these movies ever.
Oh, you bet the hell not.
You might find some movies entertaining, but let me tell you, you'll be punishing yourself even more. If you like this episode, that's fine with me. To myself, I'm just in the middle in between about this episode, and that's all I can say. I'm the Loud House Critic, and remember, don't fear the Reaper.
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove. It's how we show our love. In the loud house, one boy and 10 girls wouldn't trade it for the world.